Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Long Story Short. It's so great being back here again. It feels great talking to you guys in the microphone and back to using my laptop for an awesome video again. So, I really want to reach out for a quick few minutes to say thank you guys again for putting 10 subscribers to the channel. It is really special to me. It means a lot. And for those out there, 10 subscribers doesn't feel like a lot, but to me, it does. And posting shorts every day for the past week has also been a very fun time too. Keeping you guys posted on updates, keeping you guys posted on what's currently going on with some other stuff. So speaking of updates, thought I'd give an update on the skateboarding. As you guys know, I posted a short video about me buying another skateboard that it was time to start rolling. So as for the skating, it actually is getting better. I just need to keep practicing. Haven't fallen down hard yet, but I am expecting some gnarly falls. But that's a part of skateboarding. You just get back up and try again. So I will be making it a goal to post a YouTube short of my skating process sometime very soon. Can't wait to show you guys. Another fun update that I thought I'd share with you. Last night I went to a Utah Mammoth hockey game with one of my brothers. It was his very first time at a hockey game in general. So I ended up inviting him, and both of us had a blast. We were playing against the Seattle Kraken, and it was a really intense hockey game. I'm talking the Delta Center. It was nearly a full house, and the crowd was cheering. They were booing. They were just an uproar. It felt alive. It was so cool. And yes, we ended up winning at the end, which made the whole experience worth it. So speaking of sports and some other fun updates, I invited two very good friends of mine. Aaron and Tony are back with us again. So welcome, guys.
Hello.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿y tú?
Más o menos nomás.
Meme. All right, guys. Yeah, welcome back. So how have you guys been lately?
Thank you for the invite. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Things have been rolling. We're deep into the holiday season, so just trying to keep that and get ready for the holiday season, and even more so, and make sure that's all running smoothly. It's been quite the time.
Dang. Awesome. How about you, Tony?
It's been a week. It's been a long week. I'm not going to lie. It's been a long week. I work for a financial institution here in Utah. I won't say the name, but I work for a financial institution, and I deal with fraud on a daily basis, and it blows my mind some of the things that I come across. So yeah, it's been a week.
Dang, dude. Holy cow. Well, hopefully you'll be able to get through it and you won't have to deal with it as much anytime soon.
With the holidays being here, it's been pretty prevalent. This is around the time of year when people get scammed out of a lot of stuff.
Dang, that freaking sucks. Darn, dude. Well, hey, it's a good thing we got people like you. Be on the lookout for those. Dang. But yeah, so to get on our little sports topic or any other fun updates, Aaron, do you got anything you want to share with us?
So I have a bit of a topic / question. Okay?
Go for it.
So we've been talking a little bit off and on about some stuff, and you picking up skateboarding again was actually kind of one of the inspirations. And another thing was, I have kind of come to a conclusion, and that is to never be embarrassed of like what your hobbies are. First and foremost, I think that's like one of the big things that I was thinking of, because like I think a lot of times at this point someone might see us here maybe taking up skateboarding again. It's like, whoa, aren't you like a little too old or something like that? And I have a question with going along with this, but first and foremost, I say, just don't be bothered by like what people might think because of your hobby. I think that it's really cool. Yeah. Just, enjoy that time. But
thank you.
That being said, I have one question for y'all, and that is, with things that maybe you liked as a kid, teenager, that maybe perhaps you like or used to like, is there anything that you used to be into or something like that that holds up and stands the test of time of being good. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it be like a game. Now, there's an obvious one. Like, someone might feel they like, well, I think Ocarina of Time stands the test of time. It's like, obviously. But is there anything that's from like your past that maybe like is a little bit more off the beaten path that you remember just thinking to yourself, this actually aged really well? Do you have anything like that?
Let's see. For me, let's see. Tony, go ahead.
Nope, I was pointing at you for go first. I was like,
oh, sorry. Let's see. For me, I got a couple of things. So back then, what still stands to me this day was me and my brothers. We used to be daredevils back in our day.
That still holds up?
Oh yeah, I'm talking about putting ourselves back on a sled, tying up to a dirt bike, going 40 or 50 miles an hour in the backyard, missing the house wall by like that much. And
wow.
Yeah, here's our mom seeing us being catapulted from the sled. She like sees us flying by the window, like that. And then of course she comes out, starts all screaming and swearing every other word, and we're just like, we're okay, it's fine.
That is something that I think could probably stand the test of time. That stuff's just fun, whether it makes you feel sick or not, I guess comes with age.
But yeah, but with another thing with the test of time, though, that I will say, yes, I still think the older video games stand to the test of time.
There's a few out there that do. Some, not as much as you think, but yeah, there's a few out there that stand the test of time.
For sure. Like,
I mean, like, obviously, like I said, like Ocarina of Time is like an easy one.
Oh, absolutely. And then, of course, people would say, like, original Final Fantasy VII, or they would say, like, the other old school games like that. I actually saw a cool post on Instagram the other day. Mm-hmm. I thought I'd share with that really fast. So,
what's that?
The reason why I also think the older video games are a lot better than the ones today that help stand up to the test of time is the video games back in the day, if you notice this pattern, was they actually helped you think. Like when it came to solving puzzles, when it came to not having a map, not having the fancy autosave feature every 10 seconds, or, not having the DLC packs where you use your credit card as your ultimate weapon.
Microtransactions and DLC is definitely a whole topic in and of itself.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, like that was one thing about the old video games that I liked, was how they made them a little more challenging, and it helped you be a lot more thankful for the ones back then.
I actually have a funny story about that. My brother, he has a stepson, and he told him that he would buy him a brand new gaming system, whatever he wanted, but he had to beat the original Ninja Gaiden on the NES before he did. The kid gave up. Because that's how it is. 3 lives, you got the whole game. 3 lives, if you die, you start over. It was cutthroat.
Yeah, and that was one thing that the older video games have is the traditional 3 lives. Mm-hmm. Is the traditional 3 lives.
And then there's always the Konami code.
But who could also ever forget the Master Quest, or
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure.
Or the Absolutely. 3 Heart Challenge.
Yeah.
Oh, and Aaron, speaking of Zelda. My awesome Link shirt.
Oh.
Thought you were frozen for a second. I was like, oh no.
Yes, that is a cool Link shirt.
Yeah, sorry about that, viewers. I was trying to show Aaron my very cool shirt, but I guess I gave it the wrong way.
That's fair. Tony, what about you? Is there anything that you remember from like being from your time as a kid or teenager that actually kind of like stands the test of time? Or
oh man.
Because if you need a minute, I got one that I could give.
The stories I have, you have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest of 5 boys. Imagine that.
Me too.
The stories that I have.
I'm the youngest too, yeah.
And to be honest with you, one of the biggest things is that me and my siblings, we're some of the most sarcastic people you will ever meet. Aaron thinks that he's heard my sarcasm and that it gets really bad. You have not heard my siblings' sarcasm. Some of them, it's even worse than I am.
Whoa.
Oh, bro, I'm sure it's fantastic. Holy cow.
Another thing is that I remember there's a few things I remember. in the summertime, not we were out, if we were inside playing video games, my mom would say, "You guys need to go outside and get some air. You guys have been on in front of that TV too long. Go outside, spend 30 minutes out there, and then you can come back. And if you want to play video games, fine."
Yeah.
And then we always knew when the lights came on outside, it was time to go home.
Yep. Classic.
And if it was a Friday night, we always thought, I want to have a sleepover. And these are all terms that a lot of Gen Z and a lot of Gen Alpha probably don't even know.
Yeah.
And so, but then one story that I will always remember, I believe I was 13, 12 or 13. Yeah, I was 13 at this point. It was summer. It was the summertime. My brother who had been gone for 2 years for, a service, for doing some service or whatnot. He was home, and we had all, me, him, my brother, and the girl that he was dating at the time, we had all gone to Lagoon.
Mm-hmm.
And so we all got burned really badly. Like, I'm talking bad.
Okay.
And so, being the youngest brother, you can imagine who gets a lot of the punishment and harassment. It was me.
Oh yeah.
And so I remember distinctly going to one of my siblings' homes on 4th of July that summer.
Oh no.
And my shoulders were still healing from the sunburn. Now, what I say right now, don't ever do. This is not a safe thing to do. You know those poppets?
Oh yeah.
We would have poppet words where we would throw them as hard as we could, so they'd pop right as they hit you.
Oh gosh.
I'm dead serious.
Ugh.
So the brother that was gone for 2 years walks up behind me and just smacks one right on my shoulder. I was like, oh, my sunburn! And I kid you not that story will stay with me forever.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's brutal.
My siblings did some pretty daring stuff like that when we were younger. Oh, dang, Tony, I'm sorry. That's painful.
Well,
that's
crazy. When you're the youngest, and you always get the short end of the stick when it comes to everything. Like, if you're playing corners in the car, if anyone doesn't know what that is, just Google it.
I know what that is.
When you're the youngest, you're in the middle, so you lose either way.
Oh yeah.
That was me. And if you're playing King of the Hill in the snow, and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm up on the snow, your older brother comes up and just grabs you and just hucks you off the hill, and you're just like,
yeah.
Oh man, yep. That is what I call traditional brotherly love.
Right.
Brotherly love? More like brotherly terror.
Oh yeah. I will testify to that too. Yeah, I remember when Sean was getting started in his early MMA career. Like, he went down to Vegas, got all the training with all the pros. First thing he does when he comes back home, he uses me as his test dummy for years. For years. And now I'm doing it too. Holy cow. It's quite amazing. Dang.
So I actually have two things that I think stands the test of time, and I'm actually kind of shocked. First and foremost is my music taste. I'm not gonna lie, I know I'm wearing a Cannibal Corpse. I'm not talking about Cannibal Corpse. When we were all in high school, I was this person, I'm sorry, I think Tony has some tendencies, but I loved emo music. I loved all the emo music in the world, whether it's My Chem, whether it was Taking Back Sunday, whether it was, Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy. All those back then were kind of considered emo. Of course, they all kind of grew out of it, except for My Chem. My big bold claim is that I think music from the emo and like the early 2000s stands the test of time so well.
Yes.
I mean, you can pull up most Linkin Park music, phenomenal. You can pull up most things from My Chem, phenomenal. You can pull up I can't say the stuff about the newer stuff, but like a lot of the older Fall Out Boy, phenomenal. Like, there's so much music that came from that era, Breaking Benjamin, still holds up to this day. I love Breaking Benjamin. Like, people will try to be like, oh, that's divorced dad rock. That's what you listen to as a dad. And I'm like, this stuff is so good. It stands so much the test of time. It has aged incredibly well. I can't take the slander. And I will say, even Creed is phenomenal. I went to a concert to him like a year ago. Loved every single second of it.
That's awesome. Yeah, because like, especially with adding to your thought with the music, with the test of time, with growing up with that nostalgia, the lyrics could never hit hard with the timing that we're going through right now in life.
Right.
It's just phenomenal. You're like, holy cow.
I do have to say, the one thing that's really funny is listening to My Chem Now, and they have this song that's called like Teenagers Scared the Crap Out of Me. I just think to myself, like, no, that's a little bit silly, but I think the music from when we were growing up, as much as like, well, this is real music, I'm just saying, I think music back then holds up a lot better than most eras do. In fact, I actually think that most of our music that we got from the late 90s, early 2000s ages better than the 80s.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Awesomeness.
What do you think, Tony?
Oh man, I remember I have so many memories about music.
Oh yeah,
having the Discman in your pocket.
Oh yeah. Walking in a certain way so it doesn't skip.
Yeah, I remember.
Shove it in your pocket. You're like,
my junior year of high school. My mom was asking me. She's like, what do you want for Christmas? I was like, I want a new Discman.
Yeah.
And so she got me this JVC Discman. This thing was really nice.
Yeah.
And second semester of my junior year, because I always put it in my backpack, and I didn't have a locker in the locker room for gym. No one ever touched my stuff.
Yeah.
Someone stole it.
Oh
no!
Brutal.
And the worst part about it, the CD was a mixed CD that wasn't even mine. It was my brother's CD. So he was pissed.
Oh, the mixed CDs. I remember those.
You know,
that was our Spotify.
I remember so many times just blast out the music. I still catch myself blasting out to like early 2000s music. Like, to be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fan of a lot of the modern music we have nowadays. I think it's just a lot of it sounds the same and just different vocals. But I come from an era where we lived off of LimeWire. Now, LimeWire,
those beautiful viruses on our computer.
Yeah, if anyone does not know what LimeWire is, this was a program. It was a free program. You could download on your PC or
at your own risk.
And you could download movies, you could download audio, pictures, all sorts of stuff.
Oh yeah, who doesn't do that today?
And there was a catch. You know, it was free, but there was a catch. It came with viruses on every song you downloaded. You got a virus. Every single song, I kid you not, every single song would have a virus. Mm-hmm. It was almost like LimeWire's way of saying, like, well, here you go. For trying to screw over the artist and not pay for their music, we're going to do this to you instead.
I actually still have all of my mix CDs from that era.
Dang. In fact, Tony, speaking of LimeWire, I was listening to what was the band? It was Boys Like Girls, for those who know that band.
Yep.
So they did a live album that they released on Spotify called The Homecoming, is where they performed in Boston, their hometown.
Yep.
Such a great album. Holy cow.
Good.
And then the singer actually said, back in the day, you guys actually stole all of our music off of LimeWire. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so funny. Holy cow.
That's really good. That's really funny.
Not every single kid that was in high schools, because me and Aaron, we went to the same high school. Every single kid in that school, guaranteed, used LimeWire.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Unless your parents were rich, and then you could you could pay for the iTunes 99-cent songs, and I occasionally did that.
Yeah.
If I had money.
There's a couple of times where it was necessary to do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I also just remember so many times just thinking like, oh, this is such a great thing. Like I have this great music. And here's the real kicker of the whole thing. There was a kid that was a year older than me when I was a junior. I had this mix CD that had LimeWire music on it. And it had a lot of songs he liked on it. He's like, can I borrow that? I want to put it on my computer.
No, don't do it.
And so I borrowed it. I let him borrow it. I didn't know about the viruses back then.
Oh.
It was his family's computer.
Uh-huh.
Oh no!
And so to this day, I don't know what happened. Like I just genuinely don't know what happened.
And you never heard from him again. No, I don't know. Holy cow!
I remember when I got my Discman stolen. I remember I went to the school cop and he's like, "Look, I'm gonna be honest with you." He's like, 9 out of 10 times these don't show back up. They don't bring them back. And so I was working. And here's another fun fact. The kid that I loaned that CD out to, I was working for his dad in some greenhouses that year when that happened. And so I just gotten paid. I was so excited. I'm like, I'm going to go get myself an iPod Shuffle. You guys remember that? The stick?
Yeah.
It was like a gum stick?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Classic.
I had that. It could only hold 100 songs. But I thought I was the coolest person for having an iPod.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Those iPods were so cool.
They were. What a vibe.
Oh, man.
The other thing I do have to say before I pass on my time.
Oh, go on.
The other thing that weirdly enough has stood the test of time. I know this sounds cheesy, and I know I'm going to get teased for it. I don't care. I'm not going to take it anymore. Wrestling. Wrestling aged incredibly well. I am so shocked. I got back into it over COVID because of the same thing like we were talking about off screen. I was just so tired of the NBA and the NFL, but I wanted something with action. Let me tell you, I decided to tune in for Friday Night SmackDown. I've been hooked ever since. It's phenomenal. The wrestling is great. It's
John Cena just retired today.
Today was John Cena's last match.
Really?
Yep.
Very last match.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
And I'm telling you, like, because it's so changed now. Like a lot of times you think of like that slow punching looks really fake. No, man, they're acrobats now. They're sitting there doing flips like over the ropes, landing like on top of each other. They're jumping from like one side of the ring to the other.
Stunts.
It's way more hyper like athleticized now. It is phenomenal to watch now. It's crazy.
In fact, Aaron, speaking of wrestling, I'm not sure if I told you this, but back then a couple years ago, me and two former friends of mine, we actually went down to the Delta Center when Monday Night Raw came over.
No way.
And it was so cool. It just so happened to be the Road to WrestleMania tour.
Yeah.
It was so cool. It was phenomenal.
Cool. You saw Monday Night Raw recently then?
Oh, yeah. It was actually about 3-ish years ago. Somewhere around
there. So you were
there.
deep in the Bloodline story at that point. With Roman Reigns and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. It was Roman Reigns, and then it was the current challenge where people wanted to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania as well. And seeing him come out for a quick second was a lot of fun.
Lesnar, dude, that guy's an actual monster. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, very fun.
Stands the test of time. It is now that you know that it's like fake or predetermined or whatever. If you just watch it just like as a show, like you would like Wednesday or whatever show you watch. It is actually really, like, genuinely good.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. That is really cool.
So, anyway, that's what I brought.
Dang.
But, yeah, John Cena, Word Life, we love you. He's the best. He's been on a bunch of podcasts, and it's been life-changing to listen.
You guys want to hear fun facts?
Go for it.
About this time last year, I got because I'm on Twitter X. You know, I'm a content creator.
Oh, yeah.
John Cena follows me.
That's right.
That's awesome.
And I thought, wait. Like, this has to be like a scam. No, it was his actual account. It had the blue check mark. It has the official account of John Cena. I was like, holy crap. Like, John Cena follows me.
That is awesome.
That's so crazy.
That is
and to be honest with you, like, I've kind of grown to really kind of admire John Cena. And a lot of it is like, the guy's very humble. He's a very humble guy. And I was watching an interview with him from earlier this week. Well, no, it was I think it was last week, because he was talking about, today that...
Yeah, retiring.
retiring, and he had nothing but good things to say about everyone in the wrestling industry. Like, he didn't bash anyone; he just had nothing but great things to say. The guy was being very humble. He was being very down to earth. He wasn't like, oh well, I'm retiring, but like it's not going to be. No, he was just like, there's going to be people that are going to be better than me. Like this rising generation. He's like, there's going to be a lot of better.
It's so insane. But no, like honestly, if you can do two things this week, obviously I know that one name in particular stirs up some controversy, but seriously, listen to his interview on the Joe Rogan podcast. I walked out of that completely changed because he's just sitting there just giving so much deep advice that I was just like, holy cow. Like I walked out of that completely changed. And the other one too was the Chris Van Vliet podcast too. They're all together, it's going to cost you about 3 hours, but it was one of those things I got done and I was just like, I am actually a changed person.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But very cool on that too, Tony. That is way cool.
Dude, he has John Cena following him, the greatest of all time, the never seen 17. Like, that's
Let's
so
see
cool.
I don't know. He must have found my. I actually talked right after it happened. I sent a screenshot out to Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, holy crap. Like, I'm like, you're not going to believe this. He's like, what? And he's like, dude, that's sick.
that is cool.
And so what me and him both determined that John Cena probably came across my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And he probably thought, I like this guy's content, so I'm going to follow him on Twitter.
And you know, he does a lot of that kind of stuff to like help boost people because it's like, oh, John Cena follows him, I'll follow him too.
Right?
That was really
that kind of
it was
stuff.
like it was because at the time I was working in an office for this financial industry that I worked for, and I was having a pretty crappy time because I hated driving all the way up to the office to deal with all the banking problems and everything. But then when I got that notification, it made my day.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
He is so cool.
That is so cool. In fact, Tony, so speaking of famous people following, I got a very, very quick story about this really fast. So I won't say the person's name just to help protect their identity and stuff, but this person was a rising Disney Channel star, like back within the recent 10 years, 10 or 15 years. This Disney Channel star, she was like very famous. She had her own show. And then she played like cameos in like other shows throughout the old Disney Channel series back in the day. So I was scrolling on Facebook and I found a profile that said it was this person's profile. And then I ended up sending a congratulations message, very simple, and then I was like, hey, I like your work. I think that's awesome, etc. Blah, blah, blah. Now, not sure if it was the original file because it could have been one of those fan created profiles too. You never know.
Yeah.
But one day, I only saw this on Facebook just for like a few minutes, but after that, it completely disappeared. But what I saw on my Facebook friends list, that person's name mentioned that she was following me on Facebook. Now, at first, I thought it was like one of those fan created accounts. I was like, okay, it might be a scam or, oh no. Because this Disney Channel star, like when she was posting stuff, like she posted like, blowing kisses, or she posted like, the very cool Y sign, like what's up. So her Disney Channel file looked very professional. Oh no, I saw a couple personal photos that you would never see. Like there was one where she took a selfie and she was like at one of those late night parties, and she held a beer in her hand.
Wow. That's crazy.
And I was like, whoa, what the? Okay, pretty cool.
That's pretty crazy.
But yeah, I thought that was pretty sweet. But Aaron, that is still cool though, that John Cena is following you. That's really awesome.
That's Tony that he follows.
Oh, whoops, my bad.
I know, you'd think it was me because I watch him every week, but well, not
did
anymore.
not mean to get names mixed up.
You're good. You're good.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
But still very cool.
I was not trying to toot my own horn. That's not the.
No, it's really cool.
But during the pandemic time, I've always been a big fan of like musicians. Like music's always been a big part of my life. And one of the musicians I've always been a fan of, is Lindsay Sterling, and I was on her. She had a texting number that people could that she would send like updates to. She would send me happy birthday, like on my birthday. She sent me a happy birthday text, and then she sent me something about like the local news. Like this is during like one of the many controversies that happened during the pandemic. I responded to it with what I had written. I don't even remember exactly what I was. She responded back. She's like, "Wow, that was awesome." I was like,
"That's cool."
I didn't think you were going to respond.
It's still very awesome. Yeah. Heck yeah. Very cool.
That's crazy.
Now, cool. For my thing, there's been a lot that's been going on in my mind when I thought about this. One of the things I want to talk to you guys about is that when I was in high school, I wasn't the most popular kid until like sophomore year. Judged a lot because of my clothing. I wore a lot of hand-me-downs. People judged me a lot, you know, typical teenager stuff. Junior year of high school, I thought, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of being a nobody. You know, I want to have friends. I want to feel like I'm accepted. And so I started like kind of coming out of my comfort zone, coming out of my shell. There was a girl that she absolutely hated my guts sophomore year. Like when she saw me in the hallway, I was walking to class one time. We were walking and she saw me and she went and quickly kissed her boyfriend. And I thought in my mind, like, I don't care if you kissed your boyfriend. That's your boyfriend. Like, it's what you do.
Yeah, totally.
Junior year, I was sitting in an English class again, and she's sitting right next to me. And she's asking everyone around her, "Do you guys have any gum?" I thought in my mind, like, well, Tony, this is you're talking about wanting to come out of your shell. This is a chance to start to come out of your shell. So I said, I'm like, you were asking about gum, here you go. And I just gave her a piece. And she's like, "Oh, thank you." And this is all going to make sense and this is all going to come back to sports because I've always been big into sports. I've always enjoyed, you know, running, you know, playing frisbee, things of that nature. My senior year of high school, I didn't make it, but I tried out for the basketball team. I got cut first cuts, but I remember the coach. His name was Coach Applegate. Aaron knows who he is. He said, he's like, if you get cut, he's like, and if people make fun, he's like, you can tell them, yeah, well, at least I had the balls to go out and try.
Good job.
And I remember, since I was big into like running, like I did all the cross country conditioning. Never showed up for any of the meets because I was just kind of a lazy punk during that time, and I wanted to go to the other thing instead. I think it was frisbee actually. I wanted to go to. And then like when spring came, I started doing the tryouts for like track and field. My math teacher was one of the main coaches, and I started getting overwhelmed with all the stuff that was on my plate. Like, you know, I was a senior in high school. I was doing all this stuff, and so I was like, something has to go. And unfortunately, it meant track and field. And so I remember walking into math one day. I think I had his class on B day. It was either A day or B day. I don't remember which. And I was like, "Coach, I'm gonna have to drop out of track." And he's like, "Why?" He's like, "You are good." I'm like, "I have too much on my plate." And like, he was so upset that I was dropping out of track. And that made me feel good that he's just like, "Why? Like, why are you dropping out?" He's basically saying like, "Isn't there something else that you can like drop and just keep track?" And that made me feel good. That made me feel good knowing that people saw my talent. But real quick, I'm going to shift gears a little bit because being a photographer, a videographer and all that, there's this cool way of that technology has really impacted photography and videography lately. And I'm going to share something with you guys. I'm just going to share. I'm just going to share this real quick. I've shared these kind of things with Aaron before. You guys could see this, right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
So, let me give you a preface on this. This is a channel. Obviously, this is not my channel. I just came across this channel. It was very interesting. They take black and white video and they colorize it. This is stuff from like the 1700s, the 1800s, the early 1900s. And it's so fascinating to me because I'm a big history buff. Aaron knows this. We were talking about this the other day.
We were just talking about history last night.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to. So we're going to click on this one. This is New York City in 1911.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Who would have thought these kids, that kid that was just looking right there, he would have never known that someone in 2025, almost 2026, would be seeing him on camera like that. And then, like, I've spent countless hours looking at this kind of stuff because I'm just such
it's actually the most interesting thing about that is how slow paced everybody was walking. Like life doesn't seem so busy back then, does it?
No. Here's a good one. Babe Ruth warming up.
Okay.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
That is way cool.
There's this one I want to try to find real quick, and you guys can I want you guys to talk about that. Give me your thoughts on that while I look for this real quick. Like, what are your thoughts on seeing that kind of stuff?
Actually, weirdly enough, the biggest thing that kind of came to my mind was just it's such a testament to just going after your dreams, because like everybody knows Babe Ruth for sure, but like there's a lot of people that lived out their dreams at that time that had just as much fun, that probably made a decent amount of money, and sadly enough, as time goes on, you're kind of lost to time. But to me, that's like almost more reassuring. Like, just do what you can, follow your dreams, chase those passions, because the fact is, sure, the old you only live once, but like that's true though. Like, it should be something that makes you want to pursue those dreams. Why live your life in a way that at the end of your life you just feel like you didn't do what you wanted? Chase your dream.
Totally, exactly. Yeah, I agree with that too. And what I liked about those videos too, Tony, was like it shows how far technology has come. Because like what Aaron said, back then people were moving a little bit more slower pace, versus in a more fast pace where we are right now. But just seeing that history come even more alive, it still makes you feel like that you are there in that time period with those people. And even like to this day, like some people told me they weren't aware about that history or the stuff back then, or like not used to growing up with a video camera, just to keep on that history. But yeah, seeing them trying to keep all of that alive and around, that's fascinating. Like, that is really cool.
I think the thing that really just brings to light and it makes me happy is that it just shows that people they lived, they did what they could with the opportunities they had at the time, and it blows my mind because I'm looking for a certain one. I'm not sure if I'll be able to find it. It was Charlie Chaplin. Everybody knows who Charlie Chaplin is. One of the best silent comedians. Yeah, Chaplin. Sorry, he's one of the best silent comedians you could ever meet. That you could ever watch.
Agreed.
And basically, it just shows a picture of him doing his famous, because he was kind of famous for doing like improvisation, and he literally has two forks that are in two rolls. He's just like he's just making them dance 2 feet. But I want to show there's something else I want you guys to see, and that is what life was like in other countries during this time.
Okay.
This is something that you don't really think about because like Aaron knows this. He knows that I am a big history buff. Like I love studying history. To me, it's fascinating. Like here's City Square in the Netherlands. It'll load.
Buffering.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, that's really
Very
cool.
cool.
But now I'm going to shift. Real quick. I just want to show you something real quick. Like I said, I've spent hours on this channel, like on this kind of stuff, because it just fascinates me so much. I'm like a little kid on Christmas when I watch this kind of stuff. There was
the bull moose.
let me see. I just. Oh, here it is. World War I. Pretty cool.
Yeah, the drip was impeccable.
Oh yeah.
But I want to show you guys something. This is actually from my channel. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. This is not the goal, obviously, at all. But I did this one video a long time ago. And this is of my ancestors. It was a YouTube short I posted a long time ago. As you can see, I've done a lot of videos. Here it is, right here. These are my ancestors. That's my grandma, who I never met in this life. She died in the OR. My grandpa, he died a little, so my grandpa right there, my mom's mom, my mom's dad, he had diabetes. And this is back in the 80s, obviously treatments have come a long way since then, but they did a lot of, he was on dialysis, which dialysis is very brutal. And he decided to stop because it was taking more parts, it was taking more of the better parts of him than the worst parts. So when he knew his time was coming to an end, he called my mom up, said, I want to see my last grandson before I die. So my mom flew out to Oklahoma, where she was from, and he held me. A week later, he died.
Whoa.
Actually, no, I think it was just a few days later he died. So when I see this video right here, this brings as a photographer, it means a lot to me. But let me just quickly say, I love watching history, and the fact that with technology, like you guys saw their eyes moving, which was really cool. And that's AI generated. That's AI at its best. But seeing them move their eyes like that makes me realize that they were real, and it's so cool to see.
Yeah,
Agreed.
for sure. Very cool.
Very awesome, Tony. Yeah, appreciate you sharing that with us. That's really cool. So let's see here. Now, since we liked about talking about hobbies and, with growing up, watching our favorite shows, favorite musics, and our favorite talents with Tony showing off our really cool photos. So the one thing I thought I'd tell you guys and with our viewers and listeners. So you guys know I've been taking school at Ogden Weber Tech College.
Yeah.
So a couple updates that I thought I'd bring everyone up to speed on.
Let's hear it.
I now have 2 more courses.
Hey.
So I am just about there. I'm just about done.
Yeah. Good job. That's sick, dude. Very
That's
cool.
awesome.
Thank you. And then at my current
You're almost there. You're almost at the end.
Oh yeah. And then at my current job right now, I've been talking to some people, and the number one question that they keep asking me is, what are you planning on doing with that? What are you do with that education that you learned? My response has always been, well, first off, I got to get better at it because I cannot memorize a book this thick after the first try. It's definitely going to take practice.
Come on. Sure you can.
Well, after practice and rereading and stuff like that. But I talked with one of my program directors up at OTech, short for Ogden Weber Tech College. So one of my program directors, they have a little food truck trailer, and that they take to events and to help them make extra money for the program, so on and so forth. And then I went inside the trailer. It was a pretty good idea on what I want to do. So what the idea is, knocking on wood, I'm hoping sometime within next year, I'm going to start my own food truck.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's a good idea. I know that
yeah.
a lot of city parks will do a Thursday or Friday night where they just get a bunch of food trucks and they just have people come over there and they can buy food off. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lady I follow. I think she's in Chicago. Her YouTube channel is all about her day she just live streams her day working in a food truck.
One of my
That's
favorite
awesome.
restaurants is started off as a food truck. Old Cup Bop, if you guys know.
Really?
Yeah, that's the way that I found out is they hired a food truck to go to a place that I worked at, and they brought in the rice and they brought in the meat, and then you chose your spice levels, and ever since then I've been eating it Cup Bop at least once a month.
Dang, that's awesome.
Food trucks are the way, man.
Oh yeah, so what I'm planning on doing with I heard the trailers are a way more cheaper routes, so I'm definitely gonna start off with those, but that still means I have to buy a truck of some kind.
Yeah.
But that part's gonna be down the road for the planning. But the name I want to name the restaurant, I am really hoping that this name is not taken, but if it is, it's fine.
Yeah.
First off, have you guys seen the movie Sidekicks?
It's been a while, but I do
Sounds a
feel
little familiar.
remember that.
Do you remember the name of the restaurant?
No.
No worries. It's all good. It's all good. Basically, the name of the restaurant and what they used for the name of their team in the movie was called the Frying Dragon.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Have you thought about what food you want to serve?
With a name like that, you would expect I think the new term for it is called an Oriental themed restaurant. So I would imagine people would expect
Asian food?
stir fry, Asian foods, sushi, etc. Which, knowing me, I could easily come up with those items, and stir fry is really good for you too. Same with sushi as well. But I'm still going to put a lot of thought into it. I want to get myself out there, and just let the talent grow.
That's cool, dude. That's actually really super awesome. I'm super happy for you.
Mm-hmm. And then while I'm at it, I might as well take my skateboard with me.
Hey, yeah.
If you play your cards right, you can do a lot with that.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Financially,
Right now, they're
and
so big.
do a lot of good in the world with that, because I've heard so many stories where food trucks, when natural disasters have happened, they've just shown up and just gave people food and said, "Here, we're not charging. We just want to help feed people." And
That's
so,
really cool.
good on you,
Dude. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
Yeah, I'm actually very excited for your future to see what you do with the food truck.
Oh yeah, because especially things with my, like things with work right now and with like some other stuff, I'm just like, yeah, let's see what happens, to see where
For
this
sure.
leads.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
that's really cool.
Oh yeah.
There's a famous quote I love. It's by C.S. Lewis. You're never too old to dream a new dream. You're never too old to dream a new dream.
Yeah.
I like that.
And I think about my own life. I think about us. I'm in the west part of Davis County, Utah. Aaron's in the east part. You're up in the more north than we are. Knowing that we have these kind of capabilities to do podcasts, live streams, all that kind of stuff, that tells me that anyone can achieve their dream.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that you now know what you want to do with this is amazing, and that's your dream. Do not let anyone extinguish that.
Agreed.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be completely honest with you, because I've always wanted to own my own business since I was in high school. I had thousands of people, not thousands, I'd say quite a handful of people that were, ever since I was in high school, tried to talk me out of it. They said, the stress, it kills you, it's, I wouldn't do it. I didn't listen to them at all. And when I launched my photography business back in 2017, I was nervous. I was scared. And to be honest with you, I had a lot of naysayers. A lot of people who just, they're like, you're not, I had a lot of negative connotations from people, and a lot of negative feedback. But and you're going to have that. I'm going to be honest with you. You will have that.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to brush that aside and say, this is my dream. This is not their dream. This is my dream. And I can tell you right now, the benefits will be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't get me wrong, it's going to be hard.
Yes.
It's going to be very hard. And sometimes you will be up hours on end. Like, I kid you not, there's sometimes when I'm up editing videos until 2 or 3 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But with success comes sacrifice.
No sacrifice, no victory.
So my advice to you, Justin, because is to just keep pursuing that dream.
You got it. Oh yeah, because especially with adding on what you're saying, Tony, which very great advice. I really love hearing stuff like that. I've had other people telling me that they fully want to support that, and people also told me they really want to see that come to life, because especially with trying to start a restaurant, starting off as a food truck with me cooking and learning how to cook all these really cool recipes. People love to eat food in general. People love coming together for meals, especially on holidays, weddings, banquets, or if for some reason if Aaron wants to throw a random party at 2 a.m, with Aaron, I'm not gonna lie, that would be fun. But
I'm usually up at that point.
Oh yeah, especially with pursuing our dreams. There's a quote that I actually learned, which I think will be a great way for us to finish off here. It was on a TV commercial. I think it was a Red Bull commercial. It was forever ago. Unfortunately, I can't remember who said it, but it still stuck to me to this day. They simply said, you have 2 choices. You could either sit there and daydream about it, or you could go out there and make it happen. So my goal is, after when I graduate OTech, when I get my culinary degree, I'm going to learn new recipes, see if I could come up with a very good menu for that Frying Dragon idea restaurant, or a good matching menu. But all I know is I can't wait to go on that journey.
That's beautiful. I think you got this.
Thank you, guys.
Well, awesome.
And then probably to celebrate, maybe I'll send you guys a skateboarding video.
Yes, let's do it. I like
All
it.
right.
They need
cool.
to be the outtakes of when you biff it. They need to be the outtakes of when you biff it.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right, awesome. Well, hey guys, thank you so much for joining on this video, and listeners and viewers, thank you guys again. We're all happy to be here with you guys, and looking forward to seeing you guys again soon.
That's about it. I'm taking off.
Me too.
Bye.
All right, see you guys. Bye bye.